Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. In today's video, I am going to be doing my skincare journey / other just skincare tips for people who struggle with acne. So before we start this video, resources for Black Lives Matter will be in the description like always. And let's just get right on into the video. Okay, so my skin has been through quite a lot for like the past, I'd say like 2 years. Skin basically went from this to now obviously this. So my acne started to get bad around, I would say, December of my 6th grade year. I'm in 8th grade now, so you could do the math. But anyways, so it got really bad in 6th grade, and I think it was because of puberty, just like puberty hitting me like a truck, because that's what it does. But basically, I was getting cystic pimples all over my forehead and all over my face, just everywhere. The only place that kind of spared was my cheeks. Like basically I couldn't like run my finger across and it'd be smooth literally anywhere. And it was kind of really painful. That was a really big problem and it hurt really bad, and I dealt with it for like, I would say about 4 months before my mom was like, okay, let's fix this. So during that like 4-month span, I was like watching a bunch of videos on like how to get rid of your acne, how to do this and that, because I was trying to improve my skin. And I was doing all this stuff. I got new face wash, new moisturizer, all this stuff, and none of it was working. And it was getting bad. So the previous moisturizer, like face wash I used, was this one. It's like a Biore one. And then the moisturizer I used was this. Insert picture. And I still use that moisturizer because it's really nice, and it has an acid in it that is good for helping acne, I guess. And it makes your face feel nice and refreshed. I have it on right now. Anyways, so about, like I said, so December was when it started, so about April-ish, I don't know. I went to the doctors and my mom was like, hey, face help. So they put me on this, like, I don't know what it's called, it's some weird medical name, but it was like a little moisturizer that basically dried out your face. So it wasn't really a moisturizer, but it was a cream that basically just like attacked your pimples and like, but it was painful. And they also put me on this antibiotic, and so it was just to basically heal my skin, and I was on that for about 6 months, and my skin like cleared up like tremendously. Like here's the pictures of like how my skin like cleared up. And so about 6 months later, after being on the medication for, you know, like that long while, my doctor was like, okay, let's get off it and see if it works and see if what it did stays. So yeah, so that was around September-ish, and then around December it started to get bad again like it was. But this time it was on my cheeks, my forehead, everywhere, just horrible, painful, and I was sick of it, and it hurt so bad. Around July-ish, no, June, I'd say June. Like I dealt with it after December of it just being bad, because my mom was like, oh, maybe it's just hormones, or maybe it's just a normal breakout, like how your skin just sometimes breaks out. Turns out that wasn't the case. So around July, June, yeah, around there, I got referred to a dermatologist, and I decided to go on Accutane, which is a very harsh acne medication that is basically guarantees that acne goes away. but the only side effect was not side effect. The only thing was because I was so young and going on this medication that it had a chance of coming back, 30% chance of coming back, and so it could come back, but you know. So I went on this medication, and basically you either go on birth control or you just proof that you're not going to have a child, basically, because it can cause birth defects on the child. I didn't go on birth control because, you know, yeah, it was pretty self-explanatory why I didn't. And yeah, so there was all these different things that could have gone wrong. Like it's proven to be really hard on your liver and different stuff. It's just a really harsh medication, but it's worth it, I guess, in the end. And the only side effects I really saw was I was just really dry, especially towards the beginning, because my face was already dry to begin with. And something I experienced was, in the beginning, really bad dandruff just towards the front, and it was like, it hurt, like it was like really sensitive towards it, but luckily my scalp was like strong, used its muscles, and now it was fine after like the first couple months. And the only thing other than the dryness was my cholesterol was high because of the medication, but it also runs in my family, so I think that was also a factor. So I was on Accutane for about 6 months, I would say. I just got off it about a month ago, and it's still wearing off. I don't know how long it takes to wear off. It may have been less than a month, but I don't know exactly. But yeah, so basically my skin healed. I still have some scars, just like from past experiences, but like for the most part my skin's pretty nice, shiny. So that's basically my skincare journey. The current face wash I use is this. It's the Cetaphil normal to oily skin one, and then the same moisturizer like I said earlier. So now that I just basically explained how I got some clear skin, I'm going to tell you some other tips that I use just to clear my skin and how it helped. Like, it didn't completely improve it, obviously, but it's helpful if you have mild acne. So yeah, so if you want some tips, keep watching. So the first tip is to drink a lot of water. I know a lot of people say that, but just like taking care of yourself, eating good and drinking enough water is really good to just flush out all the toxins and stuff build up in your face and just everywhere. And that's the main one. Wash your face regularly, you know what I mean. So I would say at least twice a day, or at least once. I do it right now every time I shower because my face is still dry, and if I wash it, it like strips my face of oils. But yeah. So wash your face normally, shower normally. Oh, having your hair clean is also something big, especially if you get like stuff in your hairline, and not like putting too much product in your hair, especially like in your scalp. Like normal oils is fine, and like just natural oil is fine in general, but like as long as you aren't like overdoing it, you're fine. But that is something that I've noticed help touching your face. That like goes together, like just don't touch your face as much. And I know that's hard because I just do it like subconsciously, but it really helps because there's a lot of grime on your fingers. And right there is to get a silk pillow. To get a silk pillowcase or sheets, because silk doesn't collect bacteria, and so it doesn't like make your face worse. And also, if you don't have a silk pillowcase or you don't have the money to, just washing your bed sheets like every week or every other week depending on it Also really helps with your skin and making it improved. And another thing is, if you notice you have like a pimple on your face or a patch that's like really breaking out, or like an area on your face, like for example like your forehead, take like Neosporin or like Vaseline and just like put it on there, because it decreases inflammation, and like if you sleep with it on, the next morning it'll be way smaller and less red. So that's a tip. Those are my tips. That's my skincare journey. Anyways, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, make sure to like the video and subscribe. It really helps me out. And yeah, you guys are beautiful. You guys make sure to take care of yourself. Eat, drink, have a dance party. And yeah, so I hope you guys have an amazing day. If not, make it groovy, and I will see you guys all later. I upload every Monday and Friday. Toodles.